When I tell you Ghana is killing it, just believe me because in this video, I'm going to be giving you another thing that Ghana has actually done that is actually killing it for me. Okay, you guys, so if you are here to subscribe to the channel, quickly you go ahead and hit the bell button below that says subscribe because in this channel, I give you juicy gist about living in Africa, making your business grow in Africa, and the possibility of having a good life here in Africa. So you want to consider subscribing and joining the family if that is what you like. Do not also forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and let me know your thought about it in the comment section. So Ghana is actually growing, like Ghana is actually doing a lot of things. In recent times, you see an enormous growth in their economy, in the way people are trooping in to live and every other thing, their security and everything. They're actually trying, the government is actually putting in the effort, putting in the work to see that the country is actually growing, right? And this is something that we all as Africans are actually praying for, that the leaders in Africa are going to do or keep doing things that is going to grow the country and at the end of the day grow a very beautiful and a better African continent that we all as Africans can actually be glad to belong to. Right now, I am going to say this. Ghana actually did something, or the Ghana government actually did something recently that me, I love, and I'm going to talk about it right now. Ghana government actually brought out a new cheap passport, right? So they have a passport before, of course, Ghana has passport, but they recently changed it to a cheap passport, a passport that has a little chip at the side of it. I'm going to play you a video to show you what it says and everything, but before we dive right into the video, let me actually analyze what this passport is about and the benefit that comes with it. So this passport actually has like a chip around the side of it, on the front of it, and the benefit of having this passport is the fact that it is going to help in security issues or security purposes. Right now, don't forget, there are a lot of times where there are fraudsters, or there are a lot of times where it is actually very cumbersome or not convenient for you to carry a lot of documents about, especially when you are in the airport, right? They will tell you to bring this document, they'll tell you to bring this ID card, they'll tell you to bring this, they'll tell you to bring that. A lot of things that they will ask you to bring when it comes to your airport checks and everything. It is very, very cumbersome to carry all of those documents around, and with this new Ghanaian passport, right, you don't really need to carry a whole lot of things, right? Because the passport has this chip part of it, a side where there is like a chip on it, and with that, all your documents, all your identification, everything that pertains to you as an individual or as a citizen of Ghana is going to be embedded there. So it's like an embedded chip passport, right? So if you go to the embassy, you don't need to have so many things apart from the regular things that you are supposed to have, right? But you don't need to go out with so many documents and everything. In that embedded chip, you have your identification. If it's just checked in, when you check in or when they check through that chip, they see almost everything they are looking for about a particular individual. And that brings me to security, which is another reason why I love it, is the fact that people cannot defraud, right? You cannot forge it, you cannot use someone else's details, you cannot buy it for free, or you cannot forge it, like have a fake. You cannot, because when that chip is inserted into the machine that might check, or that is going to do all of the security checks and everything, every of your detail as an individual that is holding that passport is going to come out. So imagine when your details are not aligning with who you are physically, that they can see, then you are in for big trouble, because they are going to hold you and take you out and put you where you belong, because that is fraud. Okay, you guys, so let me show you the video about this new embedded chip passport launch in Ghana by the president, and I'm going to come back and complete all of the whole story. can see that this embedded chip passport actually has a lot of benefits if you ask me, and it has a lot of functions also if you ask me. For me, I feel like this is growth, right? This is something that African countries are supposed to, emulate and take on, because trust me, if we want a secured African continent, then we have to do what we are supposed to do to actually make it great. And this is one of it, because it's going to help to curb insecurities, it's going to help to curb fraud and everything, and also helping to annex the new technology or the advanced technology that the world is currently using. Like, Africa is not supposed to be left behind, right? If you ask me, Africa is not supposed to be left behind. It's not every time we use manual, it's not every time we'll be seen using things manually or using the manual method of things or the manual system of things. It's not every time. Now, just like what this one is about right now, it is automatic. All they have to do is insert your passport, the chip part of your passport, the embedded part of the passport that has the chip. They just have to insert it into a machine, and every of your details are just going to come out. Look like it's worth it. Like, it's worth the hype. I am happy that they are actually annexing the new technologies that is going around. We are not going to be left behind because we're Africans. I'm happy for this, and I'm also happy for the fact that it's easy for people to get to know or to get to find their important identification about them, because everything is going to be embedded in the chip, right? And it's also easy for you to walk around. If you have that passport, you really don't need to try to identify yourself again or to have other loads of documents going around with it, right? And it's also easy for you to get past the airport, right? Airport security, the checks and everything is going to be easy. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.